Hey, does anyone remember when first-person shooters were fun? Thought so. In the past few years, I've been showing games that I like here on YouTube. Sure, those games were shooters, and that one zombie game, but by and large, fun! But out of all of them, either on video or not, there is only one. And like the Holy Grail, its majesty and beauty is without equal. Without delay, today's video is a look and analysis of Rare's most accomplished title and my favorite video game of all time, Perfect Dark. I can hear you all going, Blood, it's an FPS title. How can this be your favorite game of all time? Well, I'll fucking tell you. Being the spiritual successor to GoldenEye 007, I was expecting the same quality of design, gameplay, and that old Rare charm. But the second I picked up that controller, I witnessed perfection. And no, I'm not sorry for that pun either. Remember, this game came out on the Nintendo 64 in the year 2000, a time when PC games were pushing the limits and the PS2 was on the horizon. Perfect Dark stood out. With a campaign set in the near cyberpunk future, you infiltrate the rival corporation Datadyne to rescue one of the scientists, to Area 51 to Air Force One, all while stopping a co-conspiracy with the head of said rival corporation, Cassandra DeVries, head of the NSA, Trent Easton, who has the strange taste in clothes, much like John Travolta, and a mysterious tall, white-coated man, only known as Mr. Blonde. As you play, the mystery unfolds with aliens, clones, and probably the most underrated character, the alien Elvis.
But you can call me Elvis.
Gameplay. Linear? Yes and no. See, the level design is linear, but also open as well, meaning that you can explore every nook and cranny of said level, while you can complete the objectives in almost any order. There's a bit of hand-holding, sure, but it gives you an opportunity to fully enrich yourself in what Rare wants you to do, with 3 different difficulties that can add objectives, an enemy AI that gets better as you play. You'll have to think and act within seconds. But is the gameplay dated? Yes, but is it still playable after 15 years, unlike modern releases like Call of Duty and Battlefield? Fuck yes! Which brings us to our protagonist, the title character herself, Joanna Perfect Dark. Yes, I said her. Joanna, being a secret agent, has access to different weapons, gadgets, and information on every mission she is on. Joanna is also a femme fatale. She is both sexy and badass, and with all that, she can adapt to any situation she is in. From escorting a sapient AI, rescuing the US president, to getting captured by aliens and taking out her captors with only a knife and in heels. She is someone you don't want to fuck with. You're going through the mission with her. And unlike, say, Halo, Perfect Dark doesn't try to shoehorn an overly emotional love story between our protagonist and an oddly sexualized artificial intelligence housed in her sodding helmet. Joanna kicks ass not because she is a super soldier with a tragic and complex backstory. She kicks ass because it's her job to kick ass, and by extension, it's your job to kick ass. It's your job to infiltrate the corporate mega tower. It's your job to safeguard the fucking president when Air Force One gets hijacked by aliens. It's your job to sneak into Area 51 and wreck shit. And it's your job to look damn hot while doing it. This is why Perfect Dark stands up amid a wash of Call of Duty and Halo remakes and sequels. It did its job. And Rare went the extra mile when it came to the game modes. Want to get a friend and play the campaign cooperatively together? Go for it! Have that same friend go against you in the campaign called counter-operative? Do it! Want to get 3 friends together and see who is the better man in multiplayer? Motherfucking go for it! Hell, you and your friends can unlock tons of content in multiplayer by completing challenges that are on the cartridge! But the one mode that stands out is Carrington Institute. This mode acts like a tutorial for the entire game. You can learn how the game's gadgets work, movement. There is even a firing range where you can use the game's weapons to earn medals to unlock GoldenEye's 8 popular weapons, with different names of course. Hell, you can just explore and learn the layout because it's a single player mission later on in the game, so why the hell not? Weapons you pick up look and feel different from the last, with the enormous assortment of choices from pistols, SMGs, rifles, and explosives to cater to the player's individual playstyle. Each weapon also has a secondary firing mode ranging from a simple pistol whip to turning an automatic rifle to a fucking proximity mine, to turning a weapon called laptop gun from laptop to a submachine gun when selected, to a sentry gun! How fucking brilliant is that? Music stands out with the likes of rock, techno, and hip-hop, and with each of the single-player missions having 2 tracks, one slow and one when the action picks up, making each track memorable in their own right. Hell, even the weapons have their own unique sound, ranging from a quiet snipe to sounding like a diesel engine. Voice acting, on the other hand, isn't up to par with what the industry today calls quality, but unlike the industry with their one-note voice actors, the voices are distinctive and unique to each character.
Explosives.
Doesn't sound like a problem to me.
Sneaking through rather than blasting everything.
Hello, Joanna.
Hi.
We're all very proud of you, Joe.
Speaking of the graphics, this was released in 2000, using a modified version of the GoldenEye engine, and the limitations of the N64 sadly did not age very well. The jagged square polygons that make the bodies in this game look like Lego people. The expansion pack that is needed for the game can allow high res, but that can only go so far. But can I say that it's nice to see a game with color? Within the past few years, game designers have been using a various shades of brown, gray, and gunmetal. While Perfect Dark, a game that has dark in the title, isn't that dark at all. With environments ranging from offices with blue carpets, the villa with its nice sunny resort, the mean streets of Chicago after nightfall, even Alaska with its snowy terrain, look and feel like you are there. If there is one thing that I can't stand in this game, it's the fucking frame rate. Seriously, what the hell happened? Even the expansion pack couldn't speed it up. Yes, limitations on the hardware, I know. But when I'm making a firework demonstration on some hapless grunts, the game slows down to a crawl. So either I have to wait a few minutes like an Xbox One loading time, or move in the opposite direction so the game can go back to normal. And this isn't a rare occurrence either. This happens at a few crucial moments. Your anger will reach Bruce Banner levels before it settles down. And you may be wondering why I keep bringing up this expansion pack. Well, apparently Rare made the game so huge that you needed this expansion pack to access most of the game, like the entire campaign and most of the multiplayer features. Only 35%, yes, 35%, it says on the box, is needed. It's on the game cartridge itself. That's why you need this pack. Sold separately, of course. It's pretty sad to look back now and see what has happened to the gaming industry and the direction it took. PD should have been the staple of what FPS should be. But instead, the industry looked to Halo on what should be done a year and a half later. Sure, let's carry 2 weapons at a time, rechargeable health, massive linear levels, and a silent, brooding super soldier. Yeah, thanks Halo. Now all I ask is, can we have a proper sequel to this game, please? I am sick of all these shitty prequels and cancelled side games have made me worried for the series. I want a continuation of the story, not the beginnings of it, or not have Joe as the star. One can only dream. I'm BloodTearer, and I approve of this fucking message.
She's the lady of the darkest night. She'll take your soul when the time is right. She's the lady of the darkest night.
Sound the alarm, she's here!
Lights out.
Oh!